Welcome back to the Vibers, the Blue Heart Gang, Gang, Gang. And if you're just getting here for the first time, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click those notification bells so that you can know every time I go live or when I do another upload. Because now we are in a relationship and yeah, we got to get into this. This product is so important because not only is it produced with care, but it actually has proven results. There have been over 10,000 units of this sold. The company name is shareabutters.com, and this was developed with love by a woman who simply wanted to help her beautiful daughter as she recovered from the devastating effects of cancer, chemo, and radiation burn, and has helped many others with fading stretch marks, eczema, and many other skin issues. Check out the website as it has tons of other valuable products. Check it out. There will be a link and a discount code pinned in the comments section of this video. Hey girl, have I told you about Yoni Holistics? Yoni Holistics, they're basically a concierge for your yoni. They provide all of these natural, organic, feminine care products designed to support the goddess within. Yoni Holistics has so many all-natural feminine products that you must try, but their premier product, Divine Feminine Yoni Oil, is an absolute must-try. This Divine Yoni Oil actually supports your pH balance, your hygiene, and everything in between. You have a discount code to use, NYLA10 for 10% off. Check the pinned comment section. Spiritual knowledge is something that I put a lot of value in, and I know that many people would like to know more about it, but they just may have trouble trying to figure it all out. Well, Q, the Eclectic Tarot Reader, is here to help. She's here to help guide you through it, whether you want to learn how to read tarot yourself, book a reading, or you just want a consultation. Q is here for you. Find her info pinned in the comments. When is the last time you've been on a vacation? If you have to think about it, it has been too long. Stop throwing away your money on Travelocity and Hotels.com. Let Shataya show you the way to travel cheap and elite and get money back. I'm going to leave her link down in the comments section and you better check it out because traveling is self-care and no one wants you to care more about yourself than me and Shataya Alexander. Now, let's get your bags packed, practice some self-care, and look down in the comment section for her pinned link. All right, so what it do? We are back, Vibers. I hope everybody is doing well. Shout out to the whole crew. And we are joined today by Q, the Eclectic Tarot. You probably just got through hearing her ad play. And as you guys see, we're about to do a tarot reading on Tokyo Toni. So whether you're watching from Q's channel, my channel, Twitter, or Facebook, please go ahead and give us a like for the algorithm. Vibers, can you please put a link to Q the Eclectic Tarot's channel in the chat so that we can pin it, because we do want everyone to not only enjoy the read, but also get familiar with her channel and what she does as it relates to tarot and whatever it is that she wants to bring over at Q's house over there. So if someone can put a link to her channel, and I will go ahead and pin it, that will be dope. Thank you so much. Starry-eyed, I appreciate you. So Q, how are you?
I'm good. How are you all today? What's up, Vibers? Hello, people from my coterie over on my channel. What's up? What's good?
Right. So we did this before. I forgot. It doesn't even matter who it was or whatever, but I guess the people requested a co-reading between Q and I, but Q is definitely the driver. I do not consider myself a reader per se, but I read, but not as a reader, if that makes sense. I'm still a student. I'm still learning. I'm still developing my intuitive muscle as it relates to different forms of tarot, and I'm just in support. I guess y'all liked it last time, so you asked for it again. But Q is definitely driving this train. Okay. Thank you so much, Kay, for the super sticker. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you. You know, you are a much better reader than me, Planet. I just be trying. I be cussing cards out and stuff.
I
Anyway,
keep telling Nyla that, whatever she gets, Nyla's not wrong, right? Spirit talks to us differently. So, girl, love, you have the skill too. So,
I appreciate that. That means a lot coming from you. It does.
yeah, the skill. So, I just want to say hello to people. I see people saying hi to me in your chat. So, hi Helen, hi Tanjan, hey Kev, Journey with Karen. Hey Karen, how you been? I haven't talked to you in a minute. Planet Free Spirit. Kay, like, I appreciate all y'all coming through and here for this read. And like I said, you all have to again shout out to Kevin because Kevin was just like, oh, let's look at it a little bit. And then on my last live, someone else kind of requested that Nyla and I kind of look into this together. So
Mhm.
to that person and to Kevin, y'all give them some shout outs because they are the ones who brought Nyla and I together for this read. So
Right.
shout out to y'all. So
Shout out to Kev.
yeah, so
All right.
yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna get into it, and I'm just gonna start out pulling some cards and seeing what I see. I'm
Right.
pretty sure some of the vibers and some of my peeps will have some questions, so I just want to kind of get through some initial energy first,
Mhm.
and then we can kind of go into questions. So I have already prepared myself
Same.
spiritually, and I also have my lovely Florida water here just in case I have to douse myself real quick. So 'cause we all know what we're dealing with. So let's see. Let's get into it.
All right. It's the general. Thank you. Of course.
And y'all, if y'all hear me mumbling, talking to myself, I'm just talking to myself as I read. It's
Same
normal.
here. Same here. If y'all hear me whispering,
Yes.
it's not. Do not be alarmed. I'm not trying to. One minute, please. And so I'll take a picture of the spread, and I'll go ahead and let Q.
Hmm. Okay. So I just want to say before I get into these cards, right? If anyone was with me on the very last live that I did on my channel, do you all remember this Seven of Cups coming up? This, I kind of talked about debauchery, the things that people do to try and progress their their agenda. So I just want to let y'all know it's popped back up. So the energies are somewhat the same. So right off rip, what I'm getting is her as it relates to Tokyo Toni, a lot of her divine femininity has been darkened. She's darkened it herself. She has placed herself within a process, things that relate to the earthly element that has darkened, made unclean her divine feminine energy, right? Unfortunately, as of right now, her actions, what she's doing, may lead her to a place where she doesn't want to go, like the dark side. And I guess depending on who you're talking to, we can kind of see that already with some of her actions. But I guess this is the most concerning for me is the darkness, the darkened aspect of her feminine energy. And I'm not talking about, when mothers have to do the unthinkable to protect their children. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about being an unwoman, being darkness, attacking, rejecting all that is your wholesome and divine feminine energy is tainted. She's tainted it herself. And when we're looking at this 10 of Pentacles here, for whatever reason, she feels that what she's doing is leading her to the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, the money, the finances. And yeah, it's going to get some finances, but the path that she's on, this path is full of disillusionment. Like, this isn't natural what she's doing. It's not natural. This is literally the dark side of the moon, right? The dark side of the moon. This is not the moon and its balanced, illuminated self that shares its nature with the shade. No, this is dark side of the moon. This is dark side of the moon. So this path that she's on, for whatever reason, she thinks it's getting her finances, but no, it has brought her to darken, to taint, to shade her natural divine feminine energy. It's brought her to do that. But in the end, it's going to it's going to cost her. It's going to cost her. See, she's thinking what she's doing is bringing her this. It's going to cost her. But not only is it going to cost her more than money, the foundations of her life, it may cost her that. And when I say that, I mean losing out on things, possibly losing your income, possibly losing what you hold dear, including your family unit. I don't know what family members that she interacts with. I don't know who's part of her daily life, but losing your family unit, using all that supports you, keeps you stable here as we're manifested in physical, that is a big thing to lose that, right? And I don't know who this man is, but I feel as if there is a man who, I don't want to say eggs her on, but, and I don't want to say she's twerking for Naker snacks either, but I will say that there is a man or some type of male energy that has her feeling that this type of debauchery, and that's the word that keeps coming to my mind, this type of debauchery is okay. The performing, the antics, that that's so, yeah, yeah, that's that's what I'm getting from that. And there are so many major arcana cards as I'm sitting here looking. We have Hierophant here, High Priestess, Judgment, the Moon, and the Fool. This is major level. This is major energy surrounding her. These are major, major life lessons, part of the journey that she probably shouldn't be on. She probably shouldn't be on, and she probably shouldn't be doing what she's doing. But she's an adult; she can do what she wants. But again, if I'm looking at all these, which I am, the most concerning to me is just the destruction of that divine feminine, right? And yeah, it's time. I'm starting to get tired already. So it's very, what she's doing is very, it's disturbing. It's potent. The energy behind it is very potent, but she feels as if it's going to bring her to a place that she wants to be, because a lot of this is financial, 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 financial. She wants to be seen. She wants to be the it person, which is driving her, like I said, to go do this debauchery shit. But she don't understand how things, how the energy is going to transform on her. So that's just these initial first set of cards. Do you have anything, Nyla?
Yes, I do. Let me share my screen. Okay, so I just took a picture of my spread. So the top row, guys, I'm not orthodox, so I mixed two decks for the first row, and the bottom deck is obviously
the more the absolute traditional Rider Waite. And it's interesting that but a lot of your reading is surrounding money as well. Um,
Mhm.
so, how I interpret the first set of cards, we got sudden wealth, obviously in reverse. So I feel like as soon as money comes to her, it leaves her.
Mm.
It's almost like as soon as she gets it, it's gone. That old saying. What is it like? Money, water. You're basically
Right. It's burning a hole in your pocket and everything else. Yeah.
right. Like basically, you're in a like I'm visualizing her in a situation where the house is flooded, and she's trying to get the water out one bucket at a time,
Mm.
and just like she's wallowing in it. As soon as she gets something, it has to go back out the window. Wealthy man, to me, is representative of the energy that she is looking for. She wants to be seen as a business person, as smart. She wants to be seen in a light of someone that makes good financial decisions, of someone that is respected. And I believe that that's why the Ace of Cups follows this up, because I think this is her aspiration. This is what she wants. And typically, when we see the Ace of Cups upright, it's great, it's a good thing, but for me, within this reading, it's more of her hopes and dreams running out, coming out this cup. And next, followed up with toil and labor. She's working hard
Mhm.
basically for nothing, and we know this because we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse right behind it. Nothing, that all of her hard work is literally going down the drain. Okay. And I believe that the majority of this of the energy, because when I spoke to spirit, I just like, where is her headspace? Give me the energy that she's in right now. It is all about money that she's not going to get. Um the King of Pentacles in reverse.
I have them sitting right here.
You got them as well. So I
Ma'am,
mean,
this man right here.
yeah, so like, look, this is not success. This is not, we got the Seven of Wands, the conflict, the fighting, and we have, we know what it is with her. It's all about money. And in actuality, I believe that the next couple of cards that we see, which was the Strength, and then we have the Six of Swords. I believe that the Strength card is representative of her daughter. I do believe that that the next card following is her daughter leaving, going to safety, um, and those swords surrounding her daughter. Just in my visualization and my interpretation are is the harm that she's doing verbally. It's all of the daggers that she's throwing at China as China's trying to get away. And then we see the last card. We know what that's all about.
Hmm.
She's deceitful. She's failing at it. She's not gonna win.
Hmm.
And most of what I see in this is her. Um, for me, it's a busy read.
It is.
It's busy. It's desperate. Desperate read is much better. She's got some desperation there, in my
Mm.
opinion.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And we both have the King of Pentacles have come up in reverse, right? We see these money issues, but I also want us to, you and I, as well as the audience, to draw our attention to these sevens, right?
Hmm.
When we're thinking about even numbers, odd numbers, the instability, right?
Hmm.
So even if we want to read this as pure emotional instability, and then the lying and the deceit, these sevens, these particular sevens, that's not the best. So her mental space, me just talking about the cards, her mental space, her emotional space, is not in a good space. But all of this that she's doing for what she hopes is going to get her money and recognition and fame, she is tainting herself. She is, and that's why I was talking about,
Oh, and I forgot this one. Nine of Cups was on the bottom of the deck.
okay. Okay.
I know you don't
Yeah.
look at the bottom of the deck. I don't always, but sometimes I am drawn to it.
Mm-hmm.
Was this time, and that like literally, that's to me, that's the cherry on the top.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And I see that as, looking at that nine at the bottom of your deck, that to me, I think that's Angela, like her daughter,
Mhm,
like the representation of what she wants to be, what she wishes to be. Because make no mistake about it, this is unwoman energy. When you as a woman have tainted your divine essence, your divine feminine essence, and you're doing these things, you're
mhm,
talking about, and wishing all this harm on your daughter and things like that. That's not natural. That's
mhm.
that's not natural. That is unclean, and it's, in my opinion and in my spiritual opinion, it is tainting of your divine goodness
Yeah,
as a woman, right? And for me, yeah, that's we see it.
yeah,
We see it.
yeah. She is her own obstacle. She's
Mhm.
everybody's obstacle if she can be. Um, yeah, I really want to ask Spirit, what is her issue with her daughter?
Oh, yeah, let's look and see.
What is the issue with Black China? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, let's see. So we're both gonna look and see what's the issue that she has with her daughter. So
The issue.
let me get the other cards in. Starting my shuffling. What's the issue? Show us. What's the issue with her daughter?
Mm, I'll get this one down.
Look what just popped up. Didn't you just talk about this card at the bottom of your deck?
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
So we're pulling from some of the same energy. So that's good. Yeah, she's giving me a headache. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. And y'all, I'm just talking to myself the way I normally do. Interesting. Okay. 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 So, and like I said, Nyla and I are pulling from some of the same energy because this nine of cups has popped up. So, and I don't know how long she has felt this way. What I am getting is for Tokyo Toni, her daughter, Tokyo Toni, back in the day, she did want a family. She wanted a family, but unfortunately, she wasn't happy, and I don't care what anyone says. she wasn't necessarily happy that she had a girl. Some people are like that. Some women are just unwomen. Um, but what broke her heart the most was when her daughter decided she was turning away. Now, right here, I have three eights: Eight of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. And this eight energy, like for Tokyo Toni, for her, it's as if with her daughter turning away, returning to Angela, turning away from some of the things and the life that she was living, it was too fast for her. So she already didn't appreciate having a daughter because daughters become young ladies, and as we age, I mean, we're not supposed to be out here competing with other women, but it is what it is. She had a daughter. Okay. It wasn't the best. It wasn't what she wanted for a family. I think she may have wanted a boy, but she had a daughter instead. So that already rained on the parade. But her daughter now turning to, a different lifestyle, it's been too fast for her. And that has, because she feel as if she worked hard in molding Angela to be Black China. Now that she's turned away from all the work that Tokyo Toni put in, now mentally she can't take that. It's like she had this little toy, she had a little model, she had someone to mold and turn into this this woman doing certain types of activities that she molded and turned her into that. Now that Angela has turned away from such things, Dr. Tony's in a conundrum. In that conundrum, she's trying to make herself this, she's trying to make herself a victim where she's not a victim, right? And again, we have, I don't know who this man is. I don't know what this man is, who this man is, or if it's just male energy, but I feel as if there is someone that she either wants to attract or wants to be with, be around, or whatever. And it's just like that person is the person that she silently goes to for the conversations, the talks, the everything you're doing is just fine, right? But in that, I think this man, whoever this man is helping her and egging her on with this type of behavior. This this sacrifice, this trying to be the victim. I think that's coming from somewhere else. Someone is teaching her to do that, telling her to do that, telling her that this is fine what she's doing, and she is not at a space where she can understand and see the manipulation that's having her to taint herself, taint her femininity. But I truly feel that when she found out she was having a girl, she did not like that. Because for some women and for unwomen, when your daughters grow up to be beautiful, you're competing against them. But that's what unwomen do. So I think part of the issue with her daughter is that she didn't want a daughter in the first place.
Hmm.
Yeah, Helen L said, I believe that she probably preferred a boy. I believe so too. I fully believe that.
Yeah, because she does kind of carry a lot of masculine energy. She does.
Florabella says both of my brothers' babies' mothers were like that. Yeah, I think that too. Shaketa 200. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Yeah, I think that too. But again, like I said, for some people, the competition from their daughters, they can't take it. So she knew one day she was going to grow up, and which is why I think she molded her to present as Black China, getting into the music industry. This way, she is a quote unquote ratchet, something ratchet. She can't be better than me if she's just as ratchet as me. Now that she's turning away and rebuking, walking away from that type of lifestyle, her spirit can't take it. She can't take it.
Mhm. So, are you done?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Go ahead, boo.
Okay, so as you see, again, we're still pulling from similar energies, right? So the on and within the first card, obviously, we got community, and we've got community in reverse right next to occupation. I interpret that like, look, she don't like the fact that China has so much support, and that literally everybody's after her. Everybody's calling Tokyo Tony to the part to the carpet. She doesn't like the support of the daughter. She doesn't like that, kind of like what you said, what she has poured into her daughter is, it's being revealed. It's quite clear now that a lot of the issues that people had with China, they had because of what what you become when you got a mother like Tokyo Tony. Okay. I believe occupation is right next to it also, because China is working hard and has worked hard to take the steps. As we see, she's been on this journey for at least a year, and it's not been a perfect one, but she's been working on herself. And, as she advances with the 10 of Pentacles being the next thing, we see that she's coming into her own, but it's some old energy still following, right? And that old energy is her mom. I believe that her mom is the one sitting here. If you look at this card, you see the old woman sitting there,
Mm.
alone or whatever. Tony feels left out of this. She's not going to be happy unless her daughter can make her, somewhat the center of it all. She needs the credit. She needs the credit for this. And then she's watching Angela, excuse me, progress. She's watching Angela move on. She's watching her, move forward and, sow the right seeds and reap the benefits, but she's still in that 7 of Pentacles energy. She's still there. And I think you didn't you pull the the sevens are recurring.
Hmm.
And so again, with that 7 of Pentacles, we know what this is. This is the complete opposite of what she's experiencing. This is envy. And it's quite obvious that we have a child here, but I don't think it's a literal thing. Of course, it's her daughter, it's her child, but she's also getting a new beginning. She doesn't like it. This is representative of the fresh start. This is her, quote unquote, could be, being born again, the baptismal or whatever, being a new creature. She doesn't like that. She wants things the way that they are, because then she don't stick out so bad. She don't look so bad. She don't look so tacky. She don't look so, disgusting if things were the way that they were. But because things are fresh and new, like, she's in the child's beginning stages of turning her stuff around. She don't like that shit. She don't like it. And then we got the we got the we got him again. We got him again here, right? So I just
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
this
yeah, I'm
energy is
totally in
what's really
agreement.
bothering me.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. I mean,
The 9 of Pentacles, that's obvious. And I guess we should actually say, what it is, so that the reading isn't jumbled or whatever. But with the 9 of Pentacles, to me, this is like representing of her, again, coming into her own, right? China's coming into her, and she doesn't like this. She
mhm.
doesn't like this energy that she's in. And the King of Swords, I believe that this is actually representative of China taking authority over her life, China taking authority over her situation. She ain't feeling it. She don't have control, because China's in this King of Swords energy. She's in an authoritative position. She's taking charge of her life. I'm not doing this no more. I'm not doing OnlyFans. It's about my kids. It's about, um, setting the record straight, doing the right thing or whatever. And she don't like it. She can't get past that energy. I don't know, if you're seeing it the same way, but that's what I'm getting from this. She doesn't like that she can't she can't rule over her daughter anymore. Her daughter's protected now. you know?
Yeah.
And then with the Four Swords or whatever, um, I believe that this is a lot of the energy that she has. I believe that she is in fear. I believe that it is stressing her out. I do believe that there is some anxiety, you know, and the anxiety, in my opinion, is weighing heavy on her because as this community comes down on her, as she gets called on the carpet, if she got to watch Chris Jenner kick it with Dream and she can't, she's afraid of having to face what? Justice. She's afraid that she's going to have to look herself in the mirror and deal with the consequences of the decisions that she's made, the bullshit that she's put out her mouth and said about her own daughter. And
Mhm.
we're going to follow that up with what? We got the Queen of Wands right here. Queen of Wands sitting upright. She's not, it's obvious to me.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, no,
know,
I fully
it's so
agree.
obvious.
Yeah, and I think, when you're saying, from what you got moving on, from that life, I see that here. This eight of this 8 of cups, Angela has moved on. She
Hmm.
has moved on.
She's
But
gone.
see, we're here at the eights, right? This isn't like at the beginning. She
Hmm.
has moved on, but she's in a much more matured position. She is closer to that goal of being that healthy, wholesome person that she needs to be for herself and for her family. She has moved on from this, but her mother can't take it. It is literally tearing her mom up mentally because her mom, just like you said, you know, when a mother is raising a daughter, she is teaching her daughter, right? Angela has left all that behind. So her mom is just out here flipping out. And now that she's flipping out, she's gone into full on victim mode because just like you said, and I think I kind of touched on it earlier, she the last hood rat standing, right? If it's two of y'all together, that's one thing. But when someone has left and they are adopting a better lifestyle for themselves, some class, um, nuance, all these things within their own divine feminine, and you out here the dusty hood rat, of course you're gonna flip out. Now the spotlight on you because you out here doing hood rat shit. So yeah, she completely out here flipping out. But like I said, my eyes were drawn to the child card that you have there. This 6 of cups, this family, I truly believe that she did not want a daughter. I truly believe that she did not want a daughter. She probably wanted a boy. And I think you and I were talking about that earlier today when I had texted you, how the world, globally, it's a good thing to hate women, right? And that comes from men and women. And it's no doubt that we see it with her, with her trying to destroy her own child. So
I agree.
yeah,
It's quite obvious that she's on the rampage. I mean, just really think about how like she's going around as this girl's getting all this positive press and shitting on it.
right.
You know,
Yeah,
and keeps talking about I'm doing this, I'm finna do this. My podcast is she's trying to compete with her. She
yeah.
can't.
See, 8 of Swords here, and then 9 of Swords. She is losing her damn wig with all the support that Angela is getting. And with that, she's losing her wig. She's becoming more and more mentally unstable, doing whatever, trying to get this money. She lost out. She has no more control. And she just out here just losing her whole damn wig. She losing her whole damn wig over the fact that she last hood rat standing. So yeah, it's sad, but it's very interesting at the same time. Yeah, that 8 of Swords to the 9 of Swords, it's not good because when you look at the 10 of Swords as the finality of that suit numerically, that's not good. but you're in a state of your own making. So, when we have this Eight of Swords here, no one did this but you. You can get out now if you want to, but you choose not to. So, since you don't get out now, you keep going, you're escalating. You're escalating. Next card in the suit is the Ten of Swords. So, we're looking at the before now. The aftermath is probably going to be something terrible. So, yeah, the aftermath is probably going to be something pretty terrible. Oh, I saw Helen say something earlier. Helen said that, she probably going to look at this and say y'all some witches. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Witch, wise woman, whatever you want to call me, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, you already know she over there. She over there. They devil worshippers. You know how she do.
Mm-hmm.
Over there being a demon, talking about she casting out demons.
Right. When you and your tainted divine feminine is a whole unclean spirit.
Mm.
Whole unclean spirit. Whole unclean spirit. Yeah, she a mess. Well, yeah. That is it's quite unfortunate. Yeah, I really, really, really believe that when she found out she was having a daughter, she wasn't happy about it at all. Since she was unhappy about it because it wasn't giving her the family that she wanted, she was just like, all right, I know what I'm gonna do. And that's what she did. So and there's no telling. The only person who can honestly tell us about their past is her and Angela, right? So I don't know if Angela has ever talked about her past or growing up with her mom or anything like that. I don't know. I don't really partake of, the celebrity space, but I'm pretty sure there will be some very, very unsavory, interesting stories to come out of
Well, because she
that.
actually has talked about that. She has talked about it. She's been very open. They've had some sort of like therapy sessions or whatever, and it was a mess. It was a complete mess.
Yeah, yeah. Robin says, "Why are these demon women obsessed with having sons?" It's weird because globally, the global society has taught that men and male children are the ones to want. And we see this playing out in so many different societies. Look at China. Look at China, right? Look at China. I mean, look at it, and let me not say that because I don't want to offend any people, but let's just say that we are taught through society that savior comes from maleness, savior, blessings, the future, all that stuff comes from maleness. So yeah, even one of my friends, I haven't seen her in a few months. She had another son, and when I saw her in December last year, she was just like, "I'm so glad I don't have girls. I can't stand girls." And I'm just like, "Okay." So it's a common thing. I'm so glad I have boys. I don't want girls. Girls are too difficult. Like we're saying that before the children are even fertilized and conceived. Like we're saying this. So
Yeah.
yeah, like we're saying that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's just like, oh, so my son. Like in movies and stuff, when it's like they're just like my son. Okay, but what about the daughter? Yeah, Robin says my mom was upset that I was a girl. Absolutely, 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 absolutely. Do y'all have any questions for us? What else? The spirit got something else for you, Nyla? 'Cause I know some people got some questions. Catherine Sanchez says there are so many TikToks about moms saying if you are pregnant with boys, you are truly blessed by God. Yeah, I've heard that before too. I've heard that before too. So society and globally, it's being reinforced every day that the saviors, the blessings, the goodness comes from maleness, right? Um, and not from girls, not from the feminine aspect. It's reinforced every day. Every day. See, Helen says, is TT jealous of Chris Jenner? Let me see. I don't know if Nyla wants to pull some cards on it or if she's available or if she stepped away. But I'm going to drive just a little bit.
Drive, honey. My food came. I ain't ate today, so I probably need to drop the cards and let the real reader read.
Girl, get you something to eat. Mm-hmm. I just told you that to go eat.
Yeah. You guys, when you get a chance, make sure you guys go over and subscribe to Q's channel and click the like button over there as well so that we can pump this algorithm.
Who is, I don't know who the hell this is. I don't know if this is her masculine energy or not, but I'm tired of seeing this one right here. Tired of seeing this one right here. Okay. Yeah, I think she is jealous. Here's why. Because she's jealous because she has less of a command. So this was the emperor in reverse, right? TT has less of a command over her life, and she has less of a command over the finances that she wants. She is doing everything that she can to try and spring and push forward her rise, right? She wants to rise to fame and glory, but it's not happening. The air is seeping out of that balloon. So she doesn't like that. She's also hatching all of these plans, these schemes and whatnot. That's why you see all these crazy videos. Everything she's doing is stuff that you would think the people from the Jackass franchise would be doing. Like, and we see how long that lasted, right? She's doing all these things. She thinks she has planned this out very well. She hasn't planned it out well. Mentally, I don't know what's going on. Mentally, it's not there. But I think the biggest thing is, and I don't know who this person is. This person right here is telling me they are telling her to pretty much sacrifice it all. Sacrifice it all. She wants to be an A-lister. She's never going to get there. She's never going to get there. Kris Jenner is definitely more of an A-lister than her, right? She's willing to sacrifice full family and everything to try and get where she is. So yeah, she's jealous. She's jealous. The thing about it is, for those that believe in karma, some things are possibly going to be coming back to haunt her, to bite her in the nether regions. So, no, I wouldn't say she wants to be like Kris Jenner. She wants the fame and the hype, right? The fame and the hype.
You know what it is, and I think me and Helen was talking about this as well. I didn't know we had a super chat. Let me go and grab it
for $10.
If it's J Doc, thank you. She says, what influence, good or bad, did Tokyo's mom had on her life growing up? Yeah. Are you gonna pull?
Yeah, I'll pull on it. But who are you talking about, J Doc? Are you talking about Angela? Or are you talking about, because I don't know who these people were around.
Is Black China. What was I going to say? Tokyo know like Chris, because Chris is a dusty hoe just like she is, and she don't get none of the dusty hoes flack. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's her problem.
Mm-hmm. But at the same time, like at the same time, if we're comparing name to name, the Jenner, like I don't even know what Black China's. Let me not call her that, Angela. I don't know what her last name is. What her mother's name is, what her family name is. The Jenner name has more notoriety than their family name, so that's a problem. That's a problem for someone that wants more fame. Tanjon, we're not even talking about him today. We are staying on topic with TT and what's going on. But let's see. Oh, this one popped out, so I'm going to let it fly. I normally don't, but I'm going to let that one fly. Helen, I fully believe you. I fully believe that. I fully believe that. All right, we're getting to Jadolph's question. Like I said, we're staying in the TT realm. This isn't a free-for-all read today. We're staying on topic.
Zalia R says, is this kind of intruding on someone's life? You probably shouldn't have came to the stream if you feel that way, but these are people that put all of their business in the streets. So I don't think that there's an intrusion.
Once again, this one then came up. So I don't know who this is stalking, or if this is just her masculine energy that's, I don't know who that is stalking.
Reminds me of like that one, how like there's a specific card whenever I read on a certain person always comes up, that double card no matter what. So that must be her identifier.
It must be because I don't see anything. I don't see a constant feminine energy pulling through this. This is the card that keeps coming up every time we're talking about her. It's come up through every iteration of cards that we've pulled. So influence, good or bad. I feel like with this set of cards, these are the cards that is the influence. So what I'm getting from that is that it's a sense of manipulation. I think that's been the influence that she has had on her life growing up. It's manipulation. And I feel like Angela has been manipulated from young, even probably, I don't want to say in utero, but she's been manipulated and been used as a tool of manipulation for so long. Because even right now, we can see how TT will twist things and situations about Angela to try and put forth some type of big picture, try to come up with some type of grand situation that really isn't true. But I think because of the manipulation, it has taught Angela to seek the truth and seek what is right and fair. And that is what we are seeing now, because it is never too late to become someone that is right, that is fair, that is righteous, right? I don't think that her mother loved her at all, not in the sense that, like, when there are parents who truly, truly love their children, and we also see the parents who tolerate the children because, they kind of got to take care of them because they had them, but they don't really like them. When you're asking yourself, does my parent even like me? Situations like that. I don't think that she has liked her from the beginning. So with her not really loving her own child from the beginning, that has been influence on her as well. And I think that part of the influence too was to seek the attention of maleness. But I truly, truly believe that this is the state that Angela is in now. This is the state that she's in now. I truly feel like the manipulation, the manipulation schemes, and see, these are fives. Fives are odd numbers. So there's always that instability that's shaking things up. These are where like the arguments are going to come from. This is not smooth waters, right? So I think a lot of that from her past has pushed her, influenced her. But like I said, this is the beauty of where Angela is now. This is where she is. And based on what we've seen, she wants to live her life in accordance with quote unquote righteousness. What's right, what's wrong, being in an elevated state, right? So yeah, all of that foolery from the past has driven Angela to become where she is now. Like her life is truly starting now because she does have her own agency, but she is truly choosing the quote unquote light. I mean, I don't think in terms of light and dark, but from where she's been to where she is now, she is she is reborn. She is reborn as Angela. She is walking in her righteousness, her beauty, her energy that is right and moral, right? So, yeah, it's a lot of manipulation as far as that influence growing up. A lot of that growing up, there was a lot of things that she saw growing up and experienced that, and she really tried to hold out because it was her mother. But there comes a time, and there are often times where I've even seen with some of my own clients that they know something is wrong, but for whatever reason, they cannot cut the cord to free themselves of the energetics of the influences. Angela has freed herself from the energetics and from the undivine influences. So I'm so happy for her if this is what she truly wants. Yeah.
So
So
I just cleansed. So I'm done with my food.
oh, good.
Um, I'm pulling on this. Does Tokyo have any redeeming qualities? Um, and Dahlia, honey, let me tell you something. You don't have to be here, baby. And I know damn well you did not read this title and still bring your ass over here to be disrespectful and talking about what's weird. What's weird for you to be sitting your ass up in here listening to people be weird. That's what's weird is that you obviously got some sort of coverage for a woman that foul and grotesque towards her daughter. So what you need to do is sit down before I start reading your energy.
Right.
Okay. Because I'm gonna start reading your energy, and then we're gonna figure out why you over there trying to pick lotto numbers for people and they ain't coming to check on you. Because see, that's your whole problem. That fortune telling that you doing over there, picking lottery numbers and shit, it's not working. So you a little mad, right? I understand that. Okay,
If you
develop.
don't go smoke some Newports and leave us alone,
Right, leave us alone. Go ahead. Y'all didn't have to block that fool. I will talk to that fool all day. I will read her ass up and down. Her and her mama. Keep on playing with me. Now, go and visit T channels. The only reason why you know who Tokyo Toni is because you mind other people's business. Okay, yeah. She is not a politician. She ain't a dignitary. She is a social media figure because why? She's all over all of the blogs. Unless you want to get read, I suggest you take your ass on.
Girl, now we know she about to take that tired ham out the oven and pour some Coca-Cola over it and call it glazed ham.
Right, you gotta go crack
them
eggs.
Go smoke a Newport.
Crack them Easter eggs and eat you some Cadberries and go on about your business, honey.
Right. Go smoke a Newport and make a mayonnaise sandwich and leave us the fuck alone from over here. Okay? Okay. Now, okay, so Hun says, does Tokyo have any redeeming qualities? Has she been right about anything? Yes, a damn Newport. I don't even. Maybe she don't even got Newports. Maybe she got them little rolling papers. You know, like the little rolling papers, and then she put the little tobacco on the little rolling paper because they couldn't afford the Newports. That sounds about right.
Angela will be 35 every 7 years. That is so true. And you know what? I didn't even think about that very much because I've spoke about
Mhm.
that, how different, different stages of your life you evolve as a woman
Yes.
and how different we ended up being. Yeah. Thank you for that, Christy songwriter, honey.
Yes. Thanks, darling.
Hmm.
You are so right. Yeah, because as you mature and as you change, you're just like, this is some bullshit, and I can't do that anymore. As you grow, but you have to allow that growth in. A lot of people don't allow room for growth. They stay where they are.
Wow, this is crazy. Wait till you see this. Oh, you're a Taurus too, Samantha?
Yes, Taurus energy.
Hey.
Who was it? Where is Helen? Where is Helen?
This in there. This is
Helen, what card did you say it was? Because baby, that might show up.
don't tell me it showed up.
No, we're mighty close, but we also have some repeating cards over here, so we can
Yeah,
see
me
who's
too.
hungry for growth.
Me too.
What I say? What I say? What I say? What I say?
Okay.
Okay, so has she ever been right about anything? Um, from what I'm looking at, don't laugh. Don't
No,
laugh.
I'm laughing at Taz because he's just being a whole mess. You know.
Here's what I'll say about that. I would say that with her, and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna get into it. So remember we were talking about. Okay, first let me answer the question. No. Here's why. We were talking about that nine of swords. What did I say? She went from eight of swords to nine of swords. That natural progression is what? 10 of swords.
Mhm.
So that right there, that mental instability, when you are out here just planning and scheming and everything like that, it doesn't go right. And it's funny that one of the viewers just talked about change and growth, right? This woman has refused to change. Okay. One of the things that is constant about life, about the cosmos, about everything is change. You must change, you must grow. She has not changed. Her mental state has not changed. She has not adapted. She has not grown. When you refuse to work on yourself, when you refuse to do that shadow work, when you refuse to change and grow and evolve, you stay stagnant. You stay in that same place. But guess what? The desperation grows. Mm-mm. This is why she keeps doing all this stuff because ain't nothing coming for her. Nope. Mentally, she is scrambled egg. Nope. She can't even defend. There is no defending what she's doing because, and I know like that person asked the question, but my readings usually go deeper into that. There is no excusing defending what she's doing because she has refused to grow. The growth and the change and the depth of what one person has to do to become someone else, to move forward, to change, to grow. You have to die to be reborn. She has not done that. She has stayed, she runs from it, and now it is turning into the boogeyman that comes for her. It's turning to the boogeyman that comes for her. Make no mistake about it, this woman is tormented when she sleeps. Mentally, she is tormented. She is tormented, tormented, tormented. And like I said, ain't no excusing stuff, but she's trying to take these situations and turn them into the woe is me, woe is me, woe is me. It's not working. You cannot defend this anymore. And but unfortunately, she has a small circle of people who egg this on and tell her this is okay. But guess what? Like attracts like, water seeks its own level. She's with a bunch of people that are just as stunted and refusing to grow. She's with the same type of people. She just won't ever evolve. It's almost like when you have spirits that refuse to cross over to the next elevation. She refuses to elevate. She refuses to elevate, but mentally it's tearing her up. Make no mistake about it. She has nightmares at night. She probably not sleeping well. And no longer will she be able to defend the foolery that we see out there. So, but to answer your question, no, she ain't right about that.
Okay. My spread, honey, is basically the same thing with a recurring theme here. All right. So, I mean, I'm seeing the same thing. As she wants it, she desires it, but she never gets it because number one, I'm looking at this. I see selfishness. I see her getting in her own way.
Mhm.
I see uh ill purposes. I see the operating out of the wrong energy, disharmony, again, selfish. I believe the fact that she got the two of cups in reverse,
Mhm.
and like, do you see this?
Mhm.
How do you get both of those in reverse?
Mhm.
She
Mhm.
doesn't work well with others. She's selfish. She is not operating out of the right spirit. Her desire is more than the work that she's willing to do to get there. Okay. And again, she's operating from a very, very low vibration, from it's it's more so she's trying to prove something to somebody
Mhm.
instead of doing it for herself. That's her whole goddamn problem.
Mhm.
That's her whole problem to me. The deck that I'm using, I'm using Modern Witch Tarot, plus I'm using the Kipper deck, but none of the Kipper cards came out. I've mixed the Kippers in with the Modern Witch Tarot, which is at the top, and the bottom for me is just the classic Rider Waite. And she's using Tarot Apocalypse. Let me remove this.
Is
Oops. Oops.
pretty amazing. It's a
There.
very harsh deck. It does not care about your feelings. And it has a wonderful, wonderful guidebook. Let me it has a wonderful, wonderful, very thick, fully detailed. This is not your average little white book. But this is the deck that I'm using because I'm actually in my altar room today. I'm not downstairs.
Hey,
So
Liz.
Tarot Apocalypsis. It's a wonderful deck, but it doesn't play about your feelings. So I don't care about your feelings. So
We should have had Lips grab her deck and come on up here.
hey, Lipsy, I saw Lips.
There she go down there.
Yeah. So yeah, this. Listen, I haven't seen anything. The only thing I have seen that what we would call positive is Angela stepping away from the debauchery because this is pure on debauchery. Like this is pure on debauchery, but this for whatever reason, and I know I saw Starry Eyed posted it. She said, change is inevitable, but growth is optional. And you're absolutely right. She has refused to grow. She's a human, an adult female that has refused to grow up, be better, and do better. But I don't see anything that's just like, oh yeah, girl, this is promising. This is, such and such. If this were a client of mine, I'd be like, you in danger, girl. Because from my perspective, the mental things become the things that you do in the physical, right? So we're bringing things from the above to manifest in the below. If your mind isn't right, if you haven't grown, if you have not changed to become better, you're not going to do better. You're not going to do that. And that's just it. And there just becomes a point in time where there's no defending this. There's no defending this. So, like, and her energy is not necessarily chaotic. It's chaotic, but it's more like decaying energy. And when I tell y'all I got a headache probably about 30 minutes before I came on with you all, I had got a headache. I have taken an naproxen, a 500 milligram naproxen, and I still have a headache. So this is the type of energy. And I know Kev said earlier, imagine living with it. No, I have to do a full blown exorcism if it was me. Full blown. Like I got myself some Florida water right here. I'm gonna douse my hands and stuff in a little bit of after that because this energy it's like portal energy. It just oozes. It oozes. So, and I don't think the family is supposed to be coming over today, but I haven't heard from Mr. Hoodoo, so I don't know if the family's coming over at all. But yeah, let's see. I hear cars pulling up right now, so I don't know if they're here now. Yeah, it sounds like the family is here. So, and Donna asked, does Tokyo care about her granddaughter or does she just see her as a future meal ticket because she's a Kardashian? It's possible. As far as her caring about her, I don't see care either way. I think she's kind of like oblivious to it right now because she can't use the energy right now, right? She can't use the energy. And yeah, family's here. So I'm going to be wrapping it up real soon because family is here. They're supposed to be here a long time ago, but they are not. Um, Care, I think care isn't the right word because she can't use the energy right now. Does she see the granddaughter as a future meal ticket? I think there's a possibility that she would try to use that.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a possibility that she could try to use that. So we have this here. So what I'm looking at on this card is the bigger person and then the smaller person. This is a pinnacle card. A lot of time, this Six of Pentacle for me is tying in the family. That's a little baby. She can't put the baby to work yet. She can't put the baby to work yet, right? In her mind, she knows this isn't right, but she would try. She would try to do it anyway, right? Now, it's also going to depend on whether or not she's going to have access to this grandchild. Like, are the parents going to intervene? And I don't know who the parents are or who the Kardashian is. I really don't pay attention. It also depends on what type of access. So she's thinking about the access now, but she probably, I don't know what that access is, but I think that there will be a fight about it. So I don't know if if the child's parents are going to ban her out of their life or limit, interaction or whatnot. But I feel like there may be some type of fight or tussle about access to this child, right? Because remember we were talking earlier about, someone had asked about like Chris, is she jealous of Kris Jenner? The Jenner name has much more impact than their family name. The Kardashian name has much more impact than their name. So names, when it comes to recognition, there is some power in that. But I feel as if there may be some fighting about it. But yeah, I
Right.
don't think that she's going to have that type of access. But I do believe she wants to. I absolutely do believe she wants to because of name recognition. But I don't see it happening, at least not right now.
Child. Well, let me show you what I pulled.
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay. Make sure I got the right one up here.
Yes, Kev, and exorcism, because I can't imagine that information, that energy around me like that.
Mm, right.
Not the tower, boo. Not the tower. And I had the moon. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Which one is that cup down there? One, two, three, four, five. Is that the Six of Cups?
Where? Yeah, that's the Six of Cups.
Mm-hmm. That same one. It right here.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so what I see from this is Dream is not a big deal to her at all. Um, Dream would be the same. She views Dream no differently than she views her daughter right now. She doesn't
Mm-hmm.
have the same complete energy that that she has for China, but she feels as though the moves that China's making right now is going to stop her
Mm-hmm.
um from it's preventing her from getting into any situation with Dream. And I feel like that tower next to this Six of Cups
Mm-hmm.
is she will definitely do the same thing to Dream if she could
Mm-hmm.
that she's done to China. There is nothing positive about this spread at all.
Mm-mm. Yeah, she just doesn't have the access.
She
And
doesn't have
she's too
access, and
little.
I don't think she has the capacity. I
Well,
don't think she has the capacity.
but yeah, but I think she would do something like she doesn't have the, she can't really use it, but make no mistake about it. I bet you she would take that the little baby and be like, this is for let's get you in some commercials because this is a Kardashian. Let's get you on the Gerber baby, um, to be the Gerber baby model, like all those different things, if she could,
Uh,
because that name carries. But like I don't believe she's gonna have the access to do so. But she wants to. Oh yeah, she wants to.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like if there weren't child labor laws, please believe she would try. Like she would try. But I don't think she's gonna have the access. Not from what I see. I don't see the access going forward.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
But we see that that she knows I feel like she feels like Dream is valuable. She feels like China is valuable, but she's not. It's a block there. She can't get to him,
Mm-mm.
and it's better that she can't.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd see them, yeah. The access,
And
yeah,
I
I
don't
would see
even
the
mean
access.
physical access. I don't even just mean physical. I'm not I For me, I don't see her not being able to actually see the kids per se. I mean, she can't she's not going to be able to get in position to influence or harm her in the way that, not to say, okay, so I don't believe that she's gonna like she would take Dream and bam, I'm gonna put you on the pole, but she would be exploitive.
Yeah.
She would be exploitive, and because of her lifestyle and the things that she's done and what she's about, just
Mhm.
by virtue of being in proximity to her, it is what it is. Miss Nikki said, once a pimp, always a pimp. There's nothing good about this, and I've never felt good. For some reason, I don't even remember why, but someone said something to me about um Tokyo Tony and Chris Jenner, with the kids or whatever recently. I can't remember who said it, but I went to the page where they have all of the kids or whatever, and I'm looking, and I couldn't imagine being, especially because I have a mixed granddaughter, right?
Mhm.
I with everything that goes on socially in society with family, especially black families, black womanhood, and even the challenges of giving the proper identity to someone that is mixed race. Um,
Mhm.
I would not want. Even as dusty as Tokyo Tony is, she feels that sting when she sees Chris Jenner doing FaceTime videos with her granddaughter,
Mhm.
learning videos with her granddaughter, and her being close to the family and her wanting to possibly, and you know how it is when you have a good relationship with your grandmother. My grandmother was I come from beautiful women. I'm not just saying that, but I
Mhm.
wanted to be embodied I wanted to smell like her. I wanted to be shaped like her. I just, and just you love your grandmother. Your grandmother usually is your first step at your first lesson at class, at sophistication. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Because your mom is just your mom. So whatever she's telling you is just barking orders. But grandmas usually have a certain je ne sais quoi that,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
if we're being honest, Chris would have that for her and she wouldn't.
Yeah, yeah. And no, I agree because like my grandmother was, the little dainty anklet, always in some what we say now, some jazzy. She couldn't wear heels, but some
Mm,
jazzy flats and an outfit that matched to the match to the match to the match.
mhm,
She bought me my first, back in the day, it was like Dooney purses. So like she bought all the granddaughters like Dooney purses,
mhm.
and here is this, and blase, all like that, So yeah, my grandmother has always been, people like to say like bougie. Like I was
Mhm.
born into a bougie bloodline. I don't care what no one says. Like we need some class and some nice things around here.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I definitely agree with that.
I told
And I
you, like,
do think
my
that
grandmother,
was
I literally, I tear up thinking about it. It's a Chloe brand of perfume that my grandmother used to wear when I was a child, and it has a specific, as a smell, right?
yeah.
It's discontinued, but you could still find it, and it's very expensive. And from what I understand, it's always been very expensive. When when I was talking to my grandmother about it, when I asked her what was the perfume that she used to wear, because my grandmother has always been like a lady. So like she always had a really fancy um vanity set with all of her makeup and all of her stuff sitting
Mhm.
there, and she had the little glass tray with all of her smell goods and stuff, and I would get the Chloe, and I would just put it all over me.
Mhm.
Didn't have no idea how much this stuff costs, right? And I was like, Granny, that's what I want to get you for your birthday. It was either birthday or Mother's Day. I think it was last year. Girl, when I found that stuff, it was $250 for 2 ounces.
Mhm.
And I said, Granny, you was letting me just spray this shit all over me, and it cost this much. What is wrong with you? She was like, I was so proud to have you as my granddaughter. I loved you so much. You're my first granddaughter. You could have had whatever you wanted on my vanity. And I was like, oh, wow.
Tenji, you can always leave.
Yeah, look, let me tell you something, baby. God, honey, is always with me. All
Girl,
right.
listen to
Okay.
me.
I can't be apart from God. What you need to do is go ask God to go find Tokyo Toni like he found her child. That's what you need to do. Okay.
Mhm.
And get from over here before I show you the power of God. Okay.
No,
That's
but
what
that's
you
fine.
want to
Tenji knows something. Child.
see. Right.
But yeah, no, I fully agree. But yeah, I that access, like she'll know her, but she won't have the time to say, "Hey, let me tell you a little story about your mom." Like those times when some adults try and whisper and frame a child's mind to think certain things, she won't have that.
Right.
She won't have
Won't
that.
have that. She won't have that. And I mean, when I think about it, when she was sharing those messages from China, where she's cussing her out and all this kind of stuff, China had just told her that she could come and see the kids. Tokyo was refusing to see the children because she felt like she hadn't got herself. She didn't want the children to see her in the state that she's in now. She ain't never gonna get out that state. Not,
Mm-mm,
not as she's dumping salt all over her daughter. She's gonna be in that constant hamster wheel. So
mm-mm, mm-mm. Yeah, and that divine feminine energy
mm,
that runs through all women. We're not talking about unwomen. We're talking about women, right? The energy of Lilith and other, spirits out there that are really, really protective of women and want women to rise into their power. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if it started kicking her ass. Like, because it's just
It looked like
that's
it's doing
not
it
what nature
already to me.
intended. Girl, girl. Yeah, like that's
She getting
I have
past
never seen anything
already.
like that. Yeah. I've never seen energy like that from a
Mhm.
woman, right? So yeah, yeah, but no, I truly believe that if she could, she would use that child.
Yep.
She would. She would. Especially because she can say, "Oh, when they're little, they won't remember." You'd be surprised what you remember.
Yeah, because like I don't know what her exact age is. I don't know if we're the same exact age, but I know that we're really close in age. And like you can like she's got some stuff going on in her face, in her eyes, her spirit. Like it's you can see
Yeah.
it.
Like
You can see
she
it.
looks like her spirit, she's in the sunken place. That's what she looks like. That's it's tearing her up. It's tearing her up.
Yep.
It's tearing her up. So but
You know,
I'm gonna get ready to go because the family is here and I just heard them asking, where is she?
yeah, you got to get up and do your thing with your family. And
Yeah.
so, thank you so much for doing this reading with
Thanks
us.
for having me. I love when we do this together.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
fun. It's
fun.
fun. But I need everybody. It's her link is pinned in the top of the comments. If you're watching the playback, she also has her website, which will be linked in the. Oh, wait a minute, you said wanted to put this one on members. So,
Yeah.
uh, okay. So, are you leaving yours up on your channel?
I am going to take it
No. Okay.
and,
All right.
and make it private, but it can be up for members for you.
Mhm.
That's fine. That's
Okay.
completely fine
So,
because you and I talked about that the other day.
okay,
Um,
yeah, that's right. So,
you and I talked
yeah,
about that the
so
other
we will have you can click the link and all of her information is there in the link that's pinned in the comments section. Make sure you go over to her channel. I am not a tarot card reader. She is, that's what she do. Okay. Um spiritual knowledge, spiritual awareness. She does all types of readings. She does she actually teaches tarot. She's had a couple of classes going on. She
Yes, my next
also
class is next week.
next week. Okay, cool.
Yeah, next Sunday,
Cool.
because we're going to be in that time. Next Sunday, April 16th, is going to be people ask me all the time about love spells, love work, all like that. I'm going to explain things to people who come to that class. I'm going to explain these things, why people do these things.
Hmm.
And listen, I ain't here to judge. I mean, I'm not here to spiritual mammy, but I will explain why things work, why things don't work. Okay. And things that you all can recognize and look out at, because even within the realm of love work, you can do things to make yourself, to make people be real nice to you and give you things. Because as ladies, we deserve the goodness, right? As ladies, not in women. But yeah,
Right.
if you all feel like you want to join that class, it's over there in my stuff. It's also on my website too. So if y'all want to join that class, feel free to do so. But yeah, I've enjoyed this. This was fun.
Cool. It was fun. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to end this with Q's ad so that you guys can see a little bit more of what she actually represents and what she does. And I'll just want to thank everybody for the support. Thank you guys for going over to Q's channel to subscribe. If you didn't, Spirit's gonna tell me, honey.
They gonna tell you.
Spirit's gonna tell
They
me.
gonna tell you.
It's gonna tell on you. But anyway, thank you guys so much. You go ahead
Thank
and
you.
enjoy your family. I think we're gonna jump on Patreon for a little while.
Okay, well, I'm gonna come over there too. Put something in member so I can come join. But yeah, I'm gonna come
Cool.
over there too.
Cool. Oh, power to you, miss my singing. I miss my singing bowls too. I can't wait to get back home because it is so hard to find my place of zen, child. When I'm not at home, I be feeling like a little bit,
Yeah, so
yeah. But let me go ahead and go into my settings so I can make sure to end this on members and
okay, yeah, and then I'm gonna make it private on my channel.
okay,
So
okay, perfect.
all right, darling.
All righty, thank you so much for coming through, enjoying this. This was a lot of fun. I'm
It was fun.
sure,
It was serious, but it was fun too. Yeah, so
yeah, I'm sure she's gonna be somewhere
she'll be all right.
about these demon ladies doing stuff to her or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
so all right.
All right, booze.
All right. See you guys later.
All right, bye.
Bye bye.